how to program your subconscious brain so that it becomes unreasonable for you not to win. Win at what? Just win at life, bro. Just become the best version of yourself possible so that you're just chilling, bro. That's it. So I think you're going to take a lot of value from this video, boys. That honestly, like I was thinking today, like how can I make a video today that's just a banger that you guys can take loads of value from, moving away from controversy and just giving some, just good advice, right? And then, yeah, this is what I came to a conclusion, because this is something that I've been doing this week. I've been getting back into audiobooks and stuff. And then I realized that this was a really big part of my self-improvement. That's a really big reason why I'm in the position that I am in today. Like life is good right now. You can see the transformation pictures, like just a couple of years ago, just like 2 years ago, like I really just did not like my life at all. I was not a good man. I was not a good man at all. You can see I look unhealthy for some reason. Now, that doesn't even look like me. Like, it's weird. Think of it, like, it's really weird when you analyze like people, like successful people. A lot of like successful people are actually quite attractive. And this is something that I think about stuff all the time like this. Like, attractive people, like very successful people are often quite attractive, like athletes and like actors or whatever these people like. And then when you think of like losers, you think of like some spotty fat guy in a basement. Is it that certain people are just gifted by God and they were just made to be successful and attractive and all of these things? I don't think so. I just think as you live life on a high frequency, you put in the work to become the best version of yourself, then everything just compounds. We don't understand our brains at all. We don't understand anything about the universe, how anything works, about humans, to be honest. We're retarded. We don't understand anything. We're stupid. I could not begin to explain how this works, but it's like, you even look at me, it's like I looked unwell, I looked unhealthy. And then, yeah, I hated my life. I was working at Amazon, I hated the job. I was partying every single weekend, Weatherspoons, drinking pints, Rock City, 2 double pictures at some nitty house party with a load of slutty girls, blah, blah, blah. And then I just made the sacrifices. I cut off my dreads. I deleted all my video games, and I just fully commit to my self-improvement. And then the progress, we just start to see the progress, Fast forward to today. Obviously, this is my roots. Like, again, I'm just like you guys. Like, I've been started from square one, just a normal, degenerate atheist. And then I've been able to transform to, being somewhat successful in my boxing so far. Got my first title, doing well there. I've managed to have big months with my business. My business is doing well. I've got a cult. I've got a meaningful business where I'm actually able to have an impact on other people as well. I love what I do. I love my life. And I'm just building an empire with the boys, like life has got a lot better because I was willing to put in the work and I was willing to program myself in this way that we talk about. Because of the things that I talk about, because of how I've been able to program my subconscious brain, I've been able to go from loser to winner. And that's what this video is about. 2 years ago, every single weekend, every single day, I'd wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, I'd go to work, go to Amazon, and then I'd come home, I'd play video games, I'd go to bed until the weekend when I'd just go on the piss. Nowadays, it's like, yeah, life's good. Like today, gonna make a beautiful YouTube video and go have some beautiful sparring sessions later. Tomorrow, I go on another date with a beautiful girl. On Saturday, I spend time with my beautiful family. It's my mum's birthday. On Sunday, I go visit my beautiful church. On Monday, I get violent and get some beautiful work done for Monday Conquest. And on Tuesday, on beautiful Tuesday, we catch another plane and we fly out once again. So life is good. And it's all because of what I'm going to tell you about in this video. Because without the things that I'm going to tell you about in this video, I'm not here. I'm not here in this position today. I'm probably still a loser playing video games and drinking booze every day. That's probably my life. So I recommend you watch the video to the end, boys. That's what I'm trying to say. So first of all, the subconscious mind, you need to understand how powerful this actually is. So we've got two parts of the 2 parts. We've got our conscious mind and our subconscious mind, if you think about that. So your conscious mind, when you're consciously thinking and you're making decisions, that's a very small part of your brain, literally 5%. 95% of your brain is subconscious. And if we can learn how to access our subconscious, then we now have the power to unlock our full potential. That's why this is key, programming your subconscious. So our brain is like a supercomputer, which is storing and processing information at all times. We're always storing and seeing like everything that we see, like everything we see with our eyes and like the things that happen in day to day. We're storing everything in the depths of our subconscious brain. Like, you know, here's some eyeballs. If you see, okay, that's some retarded eyeballs, but if you see like a shiny object and you think, oh, that object looks cool, like in a shop window or something. Now you've seen this shiny object, you've processed the information, and now you're going to store it in your mind so that tomorrow you'll be able to think, oh yeah, I remember that shiny object yesterday. It looked nice and it was red and had ribbons on it. That's now stored in your subconscious brain. You can remember what you had for breakfast yesterday probably because that was stored in your subconscious brain. You can remember what you did on that certain non-uniform day in like year 12 for some reason, because all of these memories, all of these things that happen and all the information that you're learning, everything that's going on around you, it just gets stored in your subconscious brain, right? Obviously, you're not going to remember 100% of life, and memories can be fabricated, but just life, we're always constantly storing and processing information. And an example of this is a TV show that I watched twice called Shameless. And this is going to show you the power of like what you're programming yourself with. So this is the UK version of Shameless. And if you've watched the American version of Shameless, get the fuck out of my YouTube channel, bro. Like you don't belong here, bro. The UK version of Shameless, I watched this twice. And I used to find this unbelievably funny because we're not taught to be proud of our country. Instead, I think the reason why this resonated with me so much and the reason I liked this show so much, because we're not taught to be proud of our country. Instead, I could find joy in taking the piss out of our country because this is so like, it's scary accurate to the UK. I watched the UK version of Shameless, and I think I watched this TV show probably twice all the way through, and it's like a lot of seasons, a lot of episodes, and it's basically about this nitty man called Frank Gallagher who's always smoking pints, cheating on his missus, smoking fags, drinking pints, doing drugs, pissing himself, all of this stuff, and like basically his nitty family. That's what Shameless is about. Just some nitty UK TV show. And because I can remember what happened in this TV show, and that's all information that is programmed in my brain now. I've programmed myself, my subconscious brain, with fucking Shameless. And no wonder this was me, literally just sat there in a pub drinking pints, when I'm programming myself with Shameless, right? Now, unfortunately, I can't unprogram myself with Shameless. I can't forget Shameless because it's quite memorable. But because I sat there and I watched Shameless, the sounds, the pictures, the storyline, all of that information is now stored in my brain. That's unfortunate. That's an example of programming yourself in a bad way. And people program themselves all the time. Whether you're listening to satanic music, you're watching these woke TV shows on Disney that I've got bare gay people walking around the place, like all of this stuff. You're programming yourself in a very destructive way by doing that. You can make a choice though. You can either program your subconscious brain for better, or you can program yourself for the worse. Now, this is how I program myself for the better. So, like I said, about 2 years ago, maybe more, I was working at Amazon, and this was my workstation. It was through COVID, so I would stand here, and I'd be packing boxes. Maybe I'm not that short, but I'd be packing boxes all day long, non-stop. You've got these screens that would close on each side because you're not allowed to talk to people. You're just in your own world, COVID restrictions, literally just packing boxes like a robot. Literally just like a robot, stood in the same spot for 10 to 12 hours, just packing boxes. There you go. Bang. Packing boxes. Bang. Packing boxes. Bang. Not allowed to talk to people. Not allowed headphones or anything like that. You're basically just on your own, listening to the Amazon music. Just doing that for 10 hours. That's enough to make a man go insane. But what I did is one day, after I'm living this life that I'm absolutely tired of, I looked myself in the mirror and I was like, you know what? It's time to make a change. Time to make a change. What I did, I started getting into reading. And what I did, in order to make my work time more productive, what I would do is every day I would go to work wearing a hoodie. So rather than just being in like my t-shirt, I'd go to work wearing a hood over my head. And the thing is, no one ever said it. Like, there would be like very, very few times where someone would tell me to put my hood down. Like the team leaders, the managers, they don't get paid that much. They don't really care if you're wearing a hoodie. Let's be real. There'd be some bitch that walks past them and like, you're not allowed to wear a hoodie. But for the most part, I was fine. I'd wear a hoodie. And what I would do is I'd put my hood up, I'd tie the drawstrings like super tight. So unfortunately, I'd be sweating my balls off when I was working at Amazon. I'd be sweating like crazy. But the benefit to this, I'd have my hood up and I had it super tight. I'm willing to endure the sweatiness, and I'd have my headphones in all day. I'd have my headphones in all day where I'm able to listen to things like YouTube videos, podcasts, audiobooks whilst I'm working. So if I'm doing this for 10-hour shifts and I'm programming myself every day for 10 hours a day with whatever I want to program myself with, that is ultimately how I have become the man that I am today, through all of the programming that happened whilst I was at Amazon. All of the programming. So yeah, that was a choice that I made. I chose, you know what, I'm going to use this time when I'm working at Amazon to learn. I didn't think of it as programming back then, but now that I'm a little bit more educated and I've come all this way and I can look back, I'm like, oh shit, I was programming myself. Fair play. Well done, Temi. I was programming myself. And the thing is, the title of this video was Make It Unreasonable for You Not to Win. Because the thing is, like, they can shut down your business. They can take your assets if you're in real estate or crypto or something. Realistically, they can do what they want to you. They can take your stuff, but they can never take away your skills, your mindset, and they can't take away from the man that you've become. They can't take away the information from your subconscious. They can't access that. They, like, you know, Matrix could attack right now, get rid of my YouTube, get rid of my social medias, my Instagram, nuke my business. I'm not allowed to school anymore, which is where my business is hosted. All of these things. But at the end of the day, I'm Temi Lowry. I've got a certain skill set. I've got all of that, certain beliefs. I've been programmed in a certain way. Now you can't take away from that. No matter what, I'll find a way to make more money. I'll find a way to be successful again because of the man that I have become. That is the most important thing. As long as you're becoming that guy, you're becoming him, then it makes it unreasonable for you not to win. The progress at first will be invisible. You won't be able to see the progress straight away, but trust me, you are getting closer to your goal. I worked at Amazon for 1.5 years. I worked 2 peaks at Amazon. I was working 40 to 60 hours a week there. And like, I was trying to get out of that building, bro. While I was working there, I was trying to make it out, but the progress will be invisible at first, but eventually it's just you're gonna hit the bell curve and it's gonna be like boom. So one thing that I want to say when it comes to programming yourself is people seem to care about their diets, the food that they're eating, which is valid. Like, you should definitely care about that. But your diet is also the content that you consume, and you should protect yourself at all times. Always protect your energy, bro. So this picture right now, you can see me. I'm throwing like a short right hand on this guy, but my guard's down. My left hand ain't in my chin. My guard is down. So he slips and hits me with a massive overhand right. You can see that's a big shot right there. And in boxing, the thing is with like combat sports is, no matter how good, you're always going to get caught. You're always going to get caught sometimes. But when you get caught open like this, that's the type of shot that can knock you the fuck out. One shot like that, the fight's done, over. That's it. You could have been winning every single round. I could have been battering this guy. In fact, I did batter this guy. I could be winning, and all it takes is one shot like this, and now I've lost the fight. It's the same in the real world. You could be winning, but it only takes one harmful piece of information to penetrate your subconscious, to infiltrate your subconscious brain, and long day. Protect yourself at all times when it comes to protecting your subconscious, protecting your energy. And we'll talk about the energy later on. But protect yourself at all times. Be careful of negative people around you that are trying to put you down, that are trying to tell you that you can't do things. Be careful of books that maybe don't have your best interests at heart, or YouTubers, shouldn't be watching, some Logan Paul podcast or something like that. Stay away from that stuff. Protect yourself at all times. Your diet, the content that you consume is just as important as like the food that you put in your mouth. Don't allow yourself to be programmed in a way that you don't want yourself to be. So that's important. Instead, subconsciously choose how do you want to program yourself? Like, I had like my small pool of people that I would consume content from, because I wanted to learn from these people. I wanted to tap into their mindset and their skill sets. So whilst I was working at Amazon, I'd watch a lot of YouTube, and these are like the 4 people that I would like mainly like watch or listen to whilst I was working at Amazon. So Alex Becker and Alex Hormozi, obviously business advice. Alex Hormozi, go. Alex Becker, almost go. He's pretty good as well. I was watching these two like so much to learn more about making money, mindset, and business. These 2 people taught me a lot. Darren Hardy, now this is an interesting one because no one ever talks about Darren Hardy, but Darren Hardy is the author of a book called The Compound Effect, which I'm going to link down below. Really good book, The Compound Effect. And he also had a little like podcast thing, or like a little email list. It was called Darren Daily On Demand. And every day when I'd wake up at 4:30 to go to Amazon, to go to work, I would listen to Darren Hardy. Every single day, I'd listen to his daily thing, Darren Daily On Demand. I'd listen to it every single day. And Darren Hardy was programming me to be a G. He was raising my frequency from the second that I woke up. Because one thing about Darren Hardy, not only is he just motivational and he's achieved a lot in life, he just brings great vibes, honestly. His voice used to piss me off, but apart from that, great guy. I like, Darren Hardy did a lot for me, and his book's really good as well. And then, of course, David Goggins, of course. There's no one that I listen to more or read more or consume more content of than David Goggins. I will reread the same books, re-listen to the same videos, the same podcasts over and over and over again, because I just want all of David Goggins' source programmed in here. I want to tap into that. And that helped me a lot. So just picture me. I'm here every day at Amazon. I'm packing my boxes, and I'm just listening to David Goggins and Alex Hormozi every day. That's it. Boom. And then when I'm listening to Alex Hormozi and David Goggins every day, after I just program myself for 10 hours, you think I'm going to go home and I'm just going to turn on my PS4 and start playing video games again? No, brother. No. This is how I got out of it. Because what it does is when you're programming yourself, when you're reprogramming your brain with all this information that you're consuming, you start to adopt their beliefs. You start to become more like these people. You start to adopt your beliefs and you change yourself as a person. If I'm listening to David Goggins every single day and I'm listening to David Goggins saying you should live, you're not living up to your potential, like go out there, get at it, get some fucking work done, bro. Stop being a lazy fat piece of shit. Like, I'm not going to go home and do all of those things because that's almost against against Goggins' beliefs, and now it's against my beliefs because I am being programmed to be more like David Goggins. That's how this works. That's why this is powerful. You guys watching my video, like let's say that all the Christians that watch my video, right? A lot of Christians out there have got the beliefs that, okay, yeah, you shouldn't care about being strong and like making money and stuff like that. But because they're watching my content and I'm saying like, look, this is our duty as men to keep leveling up, then there's going to be people watching my videos that are now have got similar mindsets to me because they're consuming my content, because I'm programming them in a way. So that's how this works, and that's why this is powerful. If you are not yet the person that deserves results, or you're not yet the man that you want to be, you learn by adopting the mindset of other people. That's why this is important. So ways to program yourself: audiobooks, podcasts, and music. In my opinion, it goes in this order. Like, this is the best way to program yourself. And then obviously there's books, and then there's the power of the tongue, which we'll talk about in a second. But audiobooks are goated. When it comes to like listening to things, I've just been saying I listen to all these guys. In an ideal world, audiobooks are the way to go. Because on a podcast, you can be listening to a podcast where they're spitting some sauce, and then all of a second they start talking about some bullshit. I mean, me and Yomi do this all the time, right? Me and Yomi do this all the time where we might be spitting some sauce and then all of a sudden we're talking about some bullshit. And ideally, again, you want to protect yourself at all times. You don't want to be listening to some bullshit. So audiobooks are great. I like to always have an audiobook on the go, and I like to always have a physical book on the go. I think reading is still important. And it's like you've got all of these different senses. Like, the more senses that you can use to program yourself, the better. Alex Hormozi's even got a tip where it's like you read the physical book and listen to the audiobook simultaneously. So yeah, these are the main books that are the most powerful books that I would say I've read, the most important ones about men's self-improvement. I would definitely recommend you give these a read. Can't Hurt Me, The Compound Effect, Psycho-Cybernetics, Law of Awareness. My mentor taught me about this one. The Way of the Superior Man and Marcus Aurelius Meditations. Can't Hurt Me, I've read this one about 8 or 9 times. I've read it a lot of times. I reread this book over and over again because it's better to program. Like, if you found something that works and you found someone that you want to emulate, and what the fuck is this? You found something that works. It's better to, instead of just programming like loads of new information, blah, 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 just really, really dive in on that golden piece of information that you found. And for me, that's Can't Hurt Me. I'll just keep on putting that in my head. Keep on internalizing that. Audiobooks, podcasts, music. Audiobooks that I listen to. Can't Hurt Me, David Goggins again. I've listened to this audiobook at least 5 times. At least. Hard Times Create Strong Men. I've probably listened to this 3 to 5 times as well. I basically just like to put these 2 on repeat, to be honest. I just like to listen to these ones over and over again. And it's like, you can read the physical version of this as well, but I like the audiobook. I've never read the physical version. The audiobook's great. And then also, the power of the tongue. Now, this could mean a lot of things. And this is something that my mentor, Jay, really, really drilled into me, because Jay is super, super intelligent when it comes to stuff like this. He's got so much knowledge on this. And one of the books that he told me to read is The Law of Awareness. One of the main principles of the Law of Awareness is that God is I am. Instead of saying I'm going to do something or I want to become a certain type of person, adopt the mindset that you are already that person. With your language, with your frequency, with your thoughts. Operate in life as that person. Operate as a winner. And by using the tongue to reaffirm this, you're casting spells into the world to actually make this a reality. You're casting spells, and the opposite applies too, which is why I don't like hanging around people. If someone's like the type of, like, if one of my boys, he might be like some part-time wimpy, part-time savage or something. I don't like being around people that are like, oh, I'm tired today, bro, or stuff like this, or you look tired today, bro. Oh, you've just been training for 2 hours, bro. Like, how come you want to go to the gym again, bro? I don't like listening to weakness, because again, that's affecting me. That information, whether I want it to or not, I've heard it. And that information's been stored in my brain, and I don't want any of that weakness stored in my brain. So the power of the tongue is really important. Make sure you're around people that don't stop spouting bullshit. I'm tired, bro. If you say that you're tired, then like, you are going to be tired. But if you say, you know what, if you adopt good posture and say, you know what, it's been a hard day of work and I'm ready to keep going. I'm fired up. You're going to feel energized, bro. Like, you literally have control over, you've got complete control over how you feel. It's just about, the I am. Being aware of what you say, being aware of your body language, and just adopting the identity of the person that you want to be in that moment. The power of the tongue is very important. That's why, this whole thing, the audiobooks, the podcasts, everything, the music, is all important. Now, the music's an interesting one as well, because music can be very, very dangerous, and it's very dangerous right now. The music has got a lot of market share, because the music industry is for the most part controlled by some very, very evil people, boys. Very, very evil people. Very godless men. Very godless men. And right now, especially for, I'm a young black man. Of course, I've grown up listening to like all this rap music, but then it turns out all of this rap music is designed to keep us on a lower frequency. Now, being programmed and like your subconscious mind and being programmed and everything goes on so much of a deeper level of just information. It's also frequency as well, because frequency is very powerful. Massive rabbit hole for a whole different day, but frequency is very, very powerful. And you can listen to something that has a high frequency that's going to help you feel more energetic. You're going to feel happier. You're going to feel smoother, more confident, and you're just going to be living life on a higher frequency. And you can listen to music with a low frequency, which is going to keep you in your primal state. It's going to keep you in a state of lust and sin and laziness and all of these things. Like, I remember, I'd be sat there playing GTA, listening to, Lil Uzi or something like that. No wonder I was lazy. No wonder I didn't feel inspired to do anything with my life, because these satanic music producers like to purposely lower the frequency of music to, again, keep you weak, brother. Keep you weak. The music is a very scary one, and you need to be very, very careful with the music that you listen to. You need to be careful with the lyrics that are, you're being programmed into your brain. Like the fact that, just driving on, like, let's say like I'm in an Uber or something, or I'm just in a car. The fact that all these TikTok songs are like mainstream radio now, and I've got to listen to this bullshit. Like, what's that song? I was in Revolution last week with some of the alpha setters and some girls. This song, like, there was some bullshit TikTok song, and it was so degenerate, and I was like, oh my, these lyrics are going into my brain. I don't want this in my brain, bro. It was some degenerate, like, female artist, one of these ones. All of these song lyrics are like literally in your head. How many songs do you know word for word, bar for bar? I know so many rap songs word for word, bar for bar. You know what I mean? I know like every 9 song ever, word for word, off the top of my head, bang. That's bad, bro, because a lot of these rap songs is like get money, get bitches, fuck girls, do drugs, blah, blah, blah. That's all being programmed in your brain, bro. You want this shit away from you. Keep that shit away from you. Protect yourself at all times. It's the frequency of the music is keeping you weak, and the lyrics of the music is keeping you weak. Be careful of music. I listen to lyricless music now. Sometimes I listen to like 80s action music because that gets my frequency high. I'm vibing. But for the most part, I'll listen to like Hans Zimmer, like while I'm doing deep work, and that's about it. Be careful of music. Be very, very careful of music. But yeah, do all of these things. Protect your energy. Program yourself. When choosing, like, how do you want to program yourself? You need to choose people that, one, you think that they've got your best intentions at heart. Like, ideally, like, you don't want to be listening to Bill Gates or like some devil worshiper or something like that. You need to try and judge people's character, because of course you can never know, but you need to try and choose people that you think that they've got your best interests at heart. And also, it's very important. One thing that I'll say, and I made a YouTube about this, is like, don't worship these people. Like, don't take everything that someone says for gospel. I know I said I listen to David Goggins all the time and I read all of his books, but that doesn't mean I take David Goggins' word for gospel, because I don't believe David Goggins is a Christian. I mean, even if he was a Christian, like, he's still not my God, I mean, don't take their word for gospel. Take what you think will benefit you and will help you on your mission, on your life. And if you don't think the information that you're consuming is going to benefit you on your mission and make you a better man, then don't listen to it. And it's that simple. Someone that I like to listen to a lot nowadays is, of course, Bishop Mary Emmanuel. Great guy. Oh shit! I just remembered as well. One guy that I used to listen to as well all the time, fucking Hamza. How did I forget to put Hamza on this list? Big brother Hamza is, of course, on this list, all the way at the top of the list. Well, next to David Goggins. Hamza's videos was really good as well. But yeah, nowadays I listen to a lot of Bishop Mary Emmanuel because, yeah, like, Bishop Mary Emmanuel is like literally like leading crusades right now, really. Like, I mean, I say that I'm leading the crusade. Bishop Mary Emmanuel is doing a lot of God's work right now. Yeah, he's just saying the things that we need to hear as Christians, and yeah, leading us in the spiritual battles. That's someone that I've been listening to a lot recently. And then, of course, still the same things apply. I still listen to David Goggins a lot. I don't really listen to these business guys so much nowadays, just because I don't trust a lot of business guys. As you get bigger in business, you start to lose trust for people. But yeah, no, I hope this video helped anyway, boys. Hope this video helped. Same applies for me. If you think I've got your best interests at heart, then you can let me program you. But like, again, if you don't think listening to my content is helping you become the type of man that you want to be, then you've got to cut it out, bro. So yeah. Join Modern Crusaders as well. That's a Telegram group chat. Imagine you're going about your day-to-day life and then you get a notification on Telegram. It's Temi and he's just spitting some sauce. He's just talking some real shit straight to your phone that you can read, and then, yeah, programming you. Bang. Throughout the middle of the day, bang. You're getting programmed with Christ-pilled, badass Modern Crusaders content. Join the Modern Crusaders. It's free. It's a Telegram group. You've probably already got a Telegram. You don't need to sign up. You don't need to give me an email address. You don't need to do anything. You literally just click the link and boom, you're in my group chat now. Bang. Subscribe for more content like this, boys. Hope it helped. And as always, boys, keep grinding.